Hi, and welcome to video 9, which is reviewing everything that was learned in Unit 3. So let's first start off with forms. If you remember from forms, you can use PHP to make forms that you can submit from your browser. So to do that, you're going to start the HTML tag, start the body tag, and start the form tag, and have the action as welcome.php, so it welcomes them to the website. Then the method as post, and then you're going to want to close it, close the form tag. Next, we add the name, which is a required part of a form, and then you allow them to input their own name and type that using the browser, and then you have it titled as name. Then you have a space, and then you have email, which is another required part. And then you allow them to input their email and have it show up as email. So to the side of the box where it will allow them to type in their name and email, the words name and the words email are going to show up. And then you're going to leave a space and then close the form tag. Next, you're going to close the body tag and close the HTML tag. So this is a really basic version of a form. And to see how it looks, you're going to save it. So it's already saved. Then you're going to run it in Chrome. And it's going to look like this. So next, let's go over cookies. And if you remember, to set up a cookie, you're going to use the function setCookie and put in the name, its value, when it's going to expire, the path, which is basically the domain, which is the subdomain, the secure, which is either true or false, or 1 and 0, and the HTTP only, which is also a true and false, and it's 1 and 0. So the next thing we're going to quickly be going over is sessions. And if you remember, for sessions, you start the PHP tag, and then you start the session by using the session_start variable. Next, you start the HTML tag, start the body tag, and then you're going to want to start the PHP tag again because you actually close it over here after starting this session. So you're going to want to start it up again, and then you're going to want to specify the session variable. So in this case, you're specifying the input of favorite color and making it have an output of orange. And for the next variable, you're having it input favorite food and having it output donuts. And then you're going to echo session variables are set. So after this is done, what's going to show up on the screen is session variables are set. Then again, close your PHP tag, close the body tag, and close the HTML tag. So that's sessions. Next, we have error handling. So for errors, you can use the die function, which basically kills off the function that you typed in the code you had. So it gets deleted. Or if you want to customize the function or customize the error, then you use error_function, and then you specify the error level and the error message. And these two, if you're specifying and customizing the error level and the error message are mandatory. So they're necessary to get this to work. But what's optional is the error file. You can say what the error file is, the line that the error is on, and then the context of the error. So that's helpful for if there's an error and there's a mistake that you want to change. Lastly, to put it back all together, I'm going to show you something that uses both forms and cookies. So basically, this can be used to save the answers to a form. So what you're going to want to do is start with the PHP tag. Then you have the family name, and then you put that as family name. And then you have the last name, or the first name, which is the input of first name. And if there's a family name, then it's going to be null. And if there's a first name, it's going to be null. And then you're going to want to set the cookies up again, like I showed. And you set the cookie, and the name is fname. And then you have fname as the value. And then you have the time as 36,000. So then you do the same thing over here. And then you're gonna echo post family name. And family name is basically the last name. So this is a form that uses first and last name. And so you have the family name in the space, then you're gonna echo the last name, and then you're gonna have a space. And then you have the cookies, which you also use. Next, you're gonna close the PHP tag, then open the HTML tag, open the head tag, and then open the title tag, and make the title name PHP document. And then you're gonna specify like the content of the form, and then close the meta tag, and then you're going to close the head tag. And then you're going to open up a body tag and specify the form, and you're going to close the form tag. And then you're going to allow it to have the first name, and then allow the user to type in the first name. And here you're just specifying how big the box is going to be, and that it's going to show up fname. And you're going to set the cookies, which you already did. So you're going to make sure that they're set for the first name. And then you do the same thing for the last name. And you also set the cookies. And then the input type is submit, and then you have it called submit, and the value is send. And you close the body tag, and you close the HTML tag. So that basically closes the form, and it finishes saving information from the form so that when the user goes back to the form, that information is stored. So you can use this code to do that. So thank you for watching.